Good afternoon, my YouTube friends and family. As you can see, I am on the highway here, and looks like a lot of traffic, stuck in traffic. I'm not sure if there's an accident up here or what the story is, but it's a beautiful day out here again, on 40 East, eastbound 40, going home, and yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy out here. But as you can see, lots of traffic. But anyway, just wanted to say what's going on, guys. I get questions all the time, and people ask me, how I got started in the Prosperity Home Network program, and kind of wanted, since I'm in traffic, I have a few minutes, so I said I'll just do a quick video to kind of tell you guys what happened to me as far as getting involved, and to kind of encourage you all, to let you know that this is a really, really easy business, and all you have to do to be successful is to follow some simple instructions. Simple as that. So check it out. So I get a lot of junk mail all the time. I mean, I must be on like everybody's mailing list. I really am. And so I remember it was like late January, so I go to my mailbox and everything, and I had a few letters, and kind of put them aside, and later on I opened them up, and I noticed that I had one letter, which is the flyer. Actually, it was a little bit different than that when it first started. It had the recorded message, but it also had Bruce's personal number on there. So I didn't look at it. I mean, I kind of glanced over it initially, and I didn't really pay attention. So I have a lot of stuff around the house, like letters and that sort of thing. And so my wife was like, Brian, you need to get rid of this stuff, or I'm going to get rid of it. So I said, okay, fine. So I said, well, I'm just going to look through this stuff again and see what if anything's interesting, and then I'll throw the rest away. So I read Bruce's letter again, and something about that letter in comparison to all the other stuff just made a lot of sense. And the fact that he had his his family there and had a little story, and I thought that was very credible. And then I called that number again, that recorded message number again. I listened to it, and it was like, this is really interesting. So later on that week or whatever, it was like it actually was February the 1st. Okay, it was in the morning, and I called him on his cell phone. So I got voicemail, and about 5 or 10 minutes later, the phone rings, and it was an 858 number. So I figured, that might be him. So I answered the phone, and sure enough, it was him. And I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. The fact that most of the time when you get involved in opportunities, you don't ever hear from the owner. The owner never calls you back, or if they do, it's always in 24 to 48 hours, and it's always email and very very generic. So he called me back, asked some questions. So he and I had a really great conversation. We probably talked 20 or 30 minutes. He told me about his stuff that he had been in before, and he and his wife decided to start their own thing because of frustration with other programs. And I was like, wow, this is the guy was really credible. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. And so at that point, I decided, this is something that I am going to do. But here's the deal. The thing about it was, the next day, my wife and I, we had planned on going on a trip. We were flying out to Fort Lauderdale, hopping on a cruise ship, and going on our cruise for 7 days, which we did. And so I got involved on February 1st, and prior to us leaving, I had an old mailing list of email addresses. So what I did was, I just got a little message saying, I'm not sure how I did it, but I said, if you would like more information on how to make, $500 to $1,000 a week, reply back, and I'll send you the flyer. And I think I also included the recorded message in my little ad that I sent to those email addresses. So I didn't think anything of it. So of course, the next day we left, and got to the airport, flew out to Fort Lauderdale, got on the ship around, maybe like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And whenever you're on a ship, you're going out to sea, the cell phone and internet connectivity is very, very limited. So, we didn't have that access, if you will. And so basically, all throughout our trip, we had a really good time on our trip. And long story short, we came back. We left on February 2nd. We arrived back on February 9th, which was a Sunday. And so, I didn't think anything of it. And so the next day, that Monday, I had to go to the post office because we did a stop on our mail. So I went to the post office that morning around 9 o'clock or so when it opened. So I had a whole bunch of, of course, junk mail. But then I noticed that I had like 2 or 3 priority envelopes. I'm like, what in the world? So I was like, I got them and I rushed home. And I opened them up, and it was like $800. Okay, I had like 1 money order and 2 things of cash, and it totaled $800, guys. All right, I was totally shocked out of my mind, and I was like, "No, my gosh, this thing really works," And so, I think I called Bruce. I was like, totally excited and everything, and so at that point. I started to send out more emails, and I never really mailed out anything physically, but I did all my stuff through email. And what I would do is I would place an ad, not so much as place an ad, but send an email, and I say, if you're interested in this, just ask for more information. I'll send you the flyer. Also, what I did was I did stuff on Facebook. Got my Facebook wall. I would just put a little ad. If you're interested in making $500 per week, just comment below and I'll send you the flyer. People would send me their email address and I just send out the flyer. I mean, this stuff, it was like totally free. So, long story short, I have made quite a bit of money. I made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars doing this program. And I mean, I'm not sweating it at all. This is really simple. It's really easy. It's not rocket science. All you are doing is you are sending a flyer. Well, that's the old school way of doing it, but things have gotten a whole lot easier, a whole lot better now. But what I did to achieve that basically was to send out, a flyer. And I sent it out not through the postal service. I would just do stuff mainly online. And that was basically it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just telling you the truth, man, how it actually happened for me. And that's just one way, and I didn't really push this thing initially. I didn't. I mean, even now, I'm gonna start kicking it in the high gear. But this is, it's like really super easy. And I started after a while, people were joining under me and everything. And then what was really crazy, I've said this story before, but I'm sitting there and I get a message on my phone saying I got a Cash App. I mean, this is the first time this happened. I got a Cash App for $200 from a person I didn't even know. And the thing about it was not my first level, it was my second level. So that meant the person that I got involved in the program, he started sending out flyers and someone joined under him directly. But because I'm second tier, I'm in box 2, I received the residual from that. So now I get just as many or probably more on my second level than I do my first level. And the reason why is because I'm signing up people, and those people are going out and they are actually, recruiting. They're actually sending out flyers. They're actually, doing ads on Facebook and places like that. And, there are people who are old school and they like to mail out, and that's fine because that works. I mean, obviously it worked, because if it didn't work, I wouldn't be in it. I got something in the mail from the owner. So, if you do mail outs, that's fine. I haven't really done any, but I may start doing it myself. I'm going to put together a postcard and start doing that. But there are a variety of ways that you can do this. But my point is, I mean, you may ask yourself, you may second guess yourself, you say, well, I've been in this before and it didn't work, and, that sort of thing. And that may be true, but with this program, I believe that it's different, man. I think it's very different. And we've got so many different tools. We've got a great website that you can go to, a team website. If you don't want to get your own personalized website, of course you have the flyer. If once you get involved, if you want to do SMS text messaging, you can do that. If you don't want to mail the flyers rather, you don't have to. You can get that stuff done for you. We have 5 different levels, so it's not like it's not like some programs are fine, but you have to have like $2,000 to get involved. Well, a lot of people don't have that, but most people do have $150, and then you can always upgrade. So I always say get in where you fit in. Okay, I'm a platinum level. That's fine. But, even if you're bronze, I know people who are bronze who are still making money with this. Okay? They really are. And, again, this is a very easy thing to do, because like I told you before, all you are doing is sending out in my case, I'm just distributing my website, make500perweek.com. That's all I'm doing. Literally, that is all I'm doing. And, people call me, people text me, they ask a few questions, and, they get involved. And then I get emails from PayPal, from Cash App saying, hey, Brian, someone sent you, money. I go to my mailbox and I open my mailbox, and sometimes I don't know from day to day what's going to be in there, and last week I opened my mailbox and I had a platinum sale in there from a person in Texas that I don't even know who the person was. They never called me, or anything. I was like completely shocked that happened. But this kind of thing does happen in this program, and the reason why is because it works. If it didn't work, people wouldn't be getting involved. Simple as that. And I understand. You've been in other programs before, and you didn't succeed or whatever, for whatever reason. Sometimes those programs went under business. Sometimes they just didn't have the support. But those things, to me, and as far as this program is concerned, Prosperity Home Network, it doesn't exist because, like I said, I have made money doing this. I'm not a superstar. You got some guys out there who have, a mailing list of 100,000 people who've gotten involved with their program, and of course they're going to make money because all they're doing is just sending it to the list and that sort of thing, and that's fine and well. But if you're the average person, the average Joe who's never made money in any type of program at all, then I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing right here is definitely for you, because we have everything in place. Once you get started, it's kind of ABC 1, 2, 3. We show you what to do, we tell you what to do, and you can hit the ground running. You can go as hard or as soft as you want to. As simple as that. But the bottom line is, you will make money if you're able to follow instructions, and I tell people that all the time. Follow instructions means to simply send out the flyer, distribute your website, let people know about what you're what you're doing, because again, I say the word planting seeds. That's all you're really doing. You're planting seeds. And when people decide they have the money and they're ready to get involved, guess what? They're going to get involved in your business, and you're going to make money on the front end, and then when those folks start mailing out, you're going to get money on the back end. Okay, that's happened to me. That's happened to a whole lot of people in this program. Okay, so I don't know what else to tell you. This is what happened to me. I'm very glad that I opened that letter. I could have easily thrown it away, but I'm glad that I opened it up. And the main thing is, I was glad that the owner called me back, and we had a great conversation. And like I said, he's a real down to earth kind of guy, and it's just a great program, and I'm very excited, still excited about it. I've got a lot of things coming up with the program that I'm going to be implementing and helping my team. And of course, I've said before, if you get involved with me, then I'll do a video for you. That helps out a great deal. I know a lot of people who I've done videos for that have actually made sales because of that video. And when I do a video for you, it's going to be on YouTube forever. Okay, when you put something on YouTube, it stays on there forever. So you could potentially get thousands and thousands of views of your website that would direct people to the flyer, okay, for free, right? And you know, you really can't beat that. I mean, seriously. So let me get off this video. What else I'm gonna talk about? That's really about it. All I'm saying is my stomach is growling. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know why I took this thing here, because this traffic is terrible. Good grief. I don't know what's going on. It must be an accident or something up in the road there. But yeah. But anyway, hope you guys have a very, very good day. And hold on for a second. Let me do something real quick here. I'm driving. I shouldn't be doing this when I'm driving, but I'm gonna do this anyway. All right, y'all can see this, right? Yeah, see there, right there, right there, right there, right there. All right, hold on a second. I'll put it over here so you can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, it's, yeah, make500perweek.com. If a cop saw me do this, he'd probably pull me up and give me a ticket for crazy driving. But anyway, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.